Welcome to the Movie Draft Podcast. I'm Ethan Simi, and today I'm joined by three wonderful guests. First up is Danny Jarabek.
Hello, hello. Happy to be back, especially today. Big day for me at the Movie Draft Podcast.
Okay, Danny, it was just an introduction. We'll get there, Danny. We'll get there. We know.
I'm eager. I'm eager for you to announce the news.
I am not so eager, so I'm just going to punt it as far as I can into this episode. Next guest is Des.
Hi.
And finally, our third guest, Sophia Ciminello.
Hey.
And today we are drafting the movies of Nepo babies and Nepo babies themselves in a regular style draft. This is a topic, a theme that I can't, you guys are going to have to help me remember. We kind of concocted this on an old episode, I think. We've had a handful of episodes in the past where it's like, we kind of shout out like, that'd be a good draft idea. And maybe like 1 out of 17, I will actually write down. And this is one of them. And now we're here. Did I get that lore correct on why we're doing this draft?
More or less. Right.
I think so.
Okay, pretty close. Right on.
And people should know that if they pitch draft ideas, there's only a 1 in 17 chance that Ethan actually wrote it down, whether or not he said he did. So that's an important tidbit, I think.
You just have to hound him a little bit, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to remind me 17 times. That way I eventually get around to it. Which this group is good at doing.
Mm-hmm.
Totally agree. You guys very good at doing. Yeah, just know I will always reply to you if you give me a draft idea and say that sounds great. I wrote it down. 1 in 17 shot that I lied to you. Or I guess 16 out of 17 shot that I lied to you. Nonetheless, Danny, welcome back. We're recording the same day that there's some very big news in your personal worlds here. Why don't you just do the honors, Danny? I want you to have the spotlight for a moment.
Well, I mean, I think we all saw the writing on the wall after the movie star draft. We knew what was coming, and I laid it out to you. I said, I know this vote isn't close. I know you know this vote isn't close. And today it was officially revealed. I did win the movie star draft.
Mm-hmm. So I'm in a special state right now because, as I mentioned to you guys before we started recording, I just biked for like 18 miles and I'm having a double shot of espresso at almost 5:30 in the evening. So I'm in a rare space, and honestly, like I'm fresh off of listening and talking to you, Sophia, specifically about the 2026 auction draft over on The Big Picture, and got some like real peak performances going out in the podcast world as of late. So I'm going to do something I've never done before. In the essence of transparency and interest and content, and Danny, ultimately really our friendship. I didn't make it a secret on socials that you won by a suspicious amount of votes. Now, I've always been very clear that the numbers will never be released. We will never let people know how this goes.
Are we going to get a number here?
I'm feeling like I should give you a number because it's big. And it's important. And I feel like this might not ever happen again. So before I do that, I stand by my team. And I honestly thought I had a good shot. I felt really confident. And people just didn't turn out for me. And, you know, it's a tough beat when all you know how to do is draft and pod. I came in last place. I got out of the total of 96 votes across all social media platforms. I got 9 votes. I amassed less than 10% of the poll. Okay. I should not be revealing this information. I feel like I'm breaking a dam that'll just never go back.
Yeah,
you know?
This is dangerous territory.
Dangerous territory. Nonetheless, I'm happy to do it one time and one time only. Eric came in second place. Any guesses on the vote for him?
23.
I was going to say 21.
Okay.
15.
He got 10. He got one more vote than I. One more vote than I. That means out of the 96 votes that were tallied and the 19 that went to Eric and myself, Danny, you amassed 77 votes on the movie star draft with your team of Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Tremel Tillman, Denzel Washington, Emma Stone. That's a lot of fucking votes, man.
Congrats. When you look at the graphic, it stands out.
I don't know how that happened. how did that happen? Because I definitely stuffed the ballot for 150.
Mhm.
So it should have been more than that.
Should have been more. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot of votes. That was a great moment in history. We'll never revisit votes again. And thanks for sharing that space with me, guys. That was really special.
I love that at the beginning of the draft, I said I was going to win, and I executed.
Yeah,
A lot of that is
A man of his
really
word.
due to the spinner. The spinner kind of won me the draft. I'll be honest.
The
That
fucking
happens
Yeah.
spinner.
sometimes.
it does.
Or not.
Or not. That's true as well. The spinner is a spinner of mystery, no doubt. Okay, well, Des, you're here for your first episode of 2026. I don't have any great voting stats to unravel about a draft you've been on, but I'm happy to have you
All right.
here in the new year.
You welcome me with like derogatory claims and just
Open
like
arms, open heart.
nastiness every single time. And I treat you with
No.
nothing but respect every single time. Never any funny business. I'm happy to be here. Kind of. I don't even know now. I mean, I'm happy to see my people.
I just don't want the expectation going out that every time somebody comes on, I unveil, all this great information. It was a Danny thing exclusively. I'm sorry.
Now, if that happens to you, are you going to reveal it?
I will not, because I will be tried and probably convicted for a public hanging, no matter what the results are. So
I'm going to
not
clip
something I'm
that and
interested
make
in.
sure I keep it in my arsenal for the time that you do it.
Yeah, definitely. It's coming my way. It is not coming my way anytime soon, because Sophia, speaking of 2026, you won the 2026 auction draft. You saw the vision, and
I did.
shortly after you won,
Wow.
I did text you and I was like, I see the vision now.
Mhm.
Just like really incredible stuff on your end. I just wholehearted congratulations to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like I also had a pretty large margin of victory.
In case you
What
want to
does that
announce
mean? What do you want with that?
I mean, I feel like the
Hmm.
polls I looked at, I was winning by quite a landslide.
Yeah, it's possible. We'll never know. It's too
Mm,
bad. The
too
results
bad.
will never be shared.
But yeah, I saw the vision. I was cooking. No one saw it until it was over, and I read my team out loud.
It's kind of true, which is like scary. We did get a lot of comments where people like, you guys don't see the vision. Like MC was taking over 2026. And I was like, guys, I don't think so. But alas, we are here. The Odyssey, Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's what the people want.
I really loved on the movie star draft when Eric called you, Danny, the Sophia of the rolling tape
Yeah.
because of your lack of
Aversion to
knowledge of
Marvel,
comic
yeah.
book. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was perfect.
Mhm.
Aligned.
No, I also realized I can't remember if it was 2016 or 2017, whatever first draft we did together, that we kept wanting to draft the same movies. I was like, we
Yeah.
must have a pretty similar
Mm.
taste. And then he said that, and I was like, I'm getting the full picture here.
Yep.
I won't reveal anything, but I just did the quick math, Sophia. You're not wrong. Danny won by amassing about 80% of the total votes. You were 75% plus. I'll just put it.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm not
Alright.
gonna give numbers, but that's where you were sitting as well. So yeah. I mean, you got 28 years later, The Bone Temple for $1. That's a movie that's already come out and has been received quite positively, I'd say.
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily a fan. You can hear Danny and I chop it up over on the Rolling Tape Pod, but I'm
Ooh.
happy for you and everybody else that's enjoying that. And Wuthering Heights, the next one on your slate that comes out in I guess when this episode drops, Wuthering Heights will be a week and a half away. Crazy.
We shall see.
It's crazy.
Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, the quotations.
I'm pro. Well, I'm excited. Okay. Speaking of winning, I guess someone's got to win this draft today. And the strategy of this draft is going to be nefarious, to say the least, probably. Things are going to get a little spicy and a little dicey. And it's because we're drafting Nepo babies and the movies of Nepo babies. So some people love Nepo babies. Some people hate them. They always make headlines of, are they good for Hollywood? And should Hollywood exist with or without Nepo babies. Danny, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on 'em? Just big, broad strokes here.
Yeah, I don't care about if your parents were in the industry at all. I think it's such an outsized magnitude of conversation because this industry in particular is so in the public eye. Every industry has quote unquote Nepo babies. Everybody
Mhm.
works for their parents' company or something or other. Like, it's just kind of a part of life because you're tangential to something, you naturally fit into it. So I don't really care. The only hang up I have is if it's very obvious that you are untalented and were given that position
Mm-hmm.
that probably took the position away from somebody else who is more talented. That is what I think the sticking point is for me on Nepo babies. Otherwise, I really don't care. I don't pay too close attention to the personal lives of celebrities. And so I had to actually do a lot of Googling to figure out who was a Nepo baby for this draft. But largely, I don't really care as long
Mhm.
as you demonstrate that you are talented and worthy of the roles that you are given.
Do you have an example of someone that isn't?
That's
Isn't
the
talented or
genesis.
isn't a
That
Nepo baby? Which one?
All of it.
the thing is,
Who,
what I
who did
can
you have in
recall,
mind as you were saying this?
what I can recall of this draft being originated was one name in particular that I said should not be on a list of talented Nepo babies. And so I realized quickly that
Oh.
didn't help me figure out who to draft. But there is one name that I'm absolutely not drafting. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Des and Sophia know who I'm talking about. Ethan
Mhm.
seems so
The-
confused.
Who? I'm perplexed.
I think
I'm
we
stumped.
agreed on.
Yeah, we
Wait,
all
who,
agreed.
who was it? If you
the-
guys aren't gonna draft it, I'm
We're
definitely
not gonna.
drafting
We're
it.
not gonna say because maybe you'll draft
no,
said Nepo
we
baby, and
gotta
that'll be
hold it
fun.
internally.
Don't fucking set a
I
bear
want him to
trap. That's
draft it.
ridiculous, guys.
And when you do
What?
wind up drafting this person, I'm gonna sound off like a foghorn noise because it's gonna suck so bad.
Dude, literally, who is this person?
The
Who
thing
is
is,
it?
I think
We'll find
he would
out.
draft them too.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
I'm
In
so
my-
paranoid now. I'm so
in my mind's
stressed.
eye, in my mind's eye, I see it happening. So, and we know that
It's
means
coming.
the truth.
It's a him though. You said draft him.
I said draft them.
Okay, that's not helpful. Who is it? Just tell me. Just tell
No.
me now. Okay,
What's the fun of that?
I might draft them, and like I
Mhm.
said earlier in the episode, I would be tried and convicted in public court and hung for my sins. I don't
For
want to do
content
that.
purposes,
This is
I
the
hope he
people's
does
court.
it.
This is so good. Yeah.
Okay.
He's also
Okay.
going to be on edge for the entire episode, and I think that's
I-
going to be so
I love
funny.
it.
You have really messed me up, and we haven't even started talking about strategy. Haven't even pulled out the wheel of names yet.
Nope.
And now I'm looking at my list, and I'm just like, what's the wrong name? Wait, I think I might know who it is.
No.
Nah, maybe not though. Okay, nonetheless. I feel exactly like you, Danny. And I am like 100% in alignment with your take on this Nepo baby situation. I generally don't care. I think that a lot of people, especially in the letterbox era that we live in and in like the quick culture that we live in, people are like, this person's parent was X, 1 star for this movie. I don't think it matters. And I think that's a little bit abrasive and honestly a pretty like unfair way to view art or things of that nature. Des, where do you fall on this situation?
See, I'm aligned with Danny, of course, naturally so. But I think the best way to kind of showcase who is a good Nepo baby versus like evil Nepo baby is when you look at the offspring of Tom Hanks. You have Colin Hanks, who is, talented man. He's doing the damn thing. He's
Mhm.
following in his father's footsteps. And then you have Jamaican Chet Hanks, who does guest appearances on Atlanta, the show made by Donald Glover. Now, their talents are in different areas, but it doesn't always reside with acting.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. Good, clear examples. I appreciate you dropping names and not
The
just hovering
offspring.
around them.
Tom
Yeah.
Hanks.
Yeah, great use of offspring as well. We are drafting offspring here. I guess we can call it the famous people offspring draft, maybe. Yet to be determined on the graphic. Sophia, where are you at on Nepo babies? Because to be fair, I think you're the most prepared out of all of us, and so I think you possibly have like the most
You think
thoughts and
so?
attachments surrounding
Well,
this.
I don't know about that, but I love Hollywood history. So
Mm.
naturally, Nepo babies come up because there are so many, I think, Hollywood dynasties of actors that go back several generations. So that's interesting to me. But I have
Mm.
to say, I'm mostly fascinated by where this has gone in recent years and how certain Nepo babies are so offended by being called a Nepo baby, and others, I think, respond really well to it. So that's always, I think, fun to track. But I don't know. I also think there's such a talent drop off in certain Nepo babies, and that's also interesting. And we'll definitely talk about that today.
Yeah, we will. We'll see who drafts who and if people think they're talented or not, because I'm really up and down in my list and I really can't figure out who you guys are talking about. So either lack of preparedness on my end, or you guys are just really good at messing with my brain. Probably both are true. Strategy for this draft. Now, there's a lot of things available here, and I think we kind of hashed it out a little bit before we recorded, so we won't go over the granular details here. But this is the Nepo baby draft, so we're drafting the actors themselves, and then we get to pick a movie associated with them. We are going to have the standard 6 categories. I'll read them now so we kind of know what they are, and then we can talk about strategy in terms of those categories: drama, comedy, action, horror, Oscar nom, box office. We've lowered the box office threshold to $50 million or more domestically, and then wild card. So really a pretty standard set of categories here. Now, there is kind of this gray area that we've been talking about in a group chat for a little bit now of like, who qualifies for this draft, right? Is it the offspring, as Des so lovingly puts it, of an actor, of a famous person, of a celebrity, of an industry mogul? Like, what are the qualifications here? So how are you guys approaching this draft with that kind of, I guess, more fungible idea of what we can draft?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just looking at who, made their way or got their start in the film industry largely because of their familial connections, right? Like, is their parent an actor? Are they a big producer? Are they a director? Are they related to the industry in some way, but maybe in a different industry? Maybe they're a musician, but they're very famous and their child decided to pursue acting instead.
Wow.
So I looked at it a little bit more broadly, I think, in that way. Whereas you could Google this person, like first name, last name, Nepo baby, and you would get a hit.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I think that's good. I think that's a fair way to look at it. I have a long list that I hope encompasses. Where do we fall on like the approval or disapproval of a draft pick? Because I do feel like there might be a little bit of a like, does that qualify situation? Are we like up for debate? Mostly out of self-interest here. I don't want to try to draft somebody that you guys are like, you're a stupid idiot for thinking that person qualifies.
Mm.
So really, I'm just trying to think ahead here.
I think everything is a case by case situation. I don't feel
That doesn't
like
help
that
me.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think that we have such a plethora of Nepo babies to choose from. And
Okay.
I'm just thinking of A and B list stars that I don't think that will have a really big issue.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me. Any first round picks that got to go in your mind? Are you hoping to be number 1 on the spinner? No, nobody wants to say. Okay, that's fair.
Mm-mm.
I get it. I get it, guys.
I think an interesting situation that could come up is if you draft a really high level A celebrity and it's like a very loose nepotism connection. That's where I think
Mm.
the rubber might meet the road of like,
Okay.
like it's gonna get you a lot of draft credit, but like it's very
Mhm.
low level nepotism to where the opposite end of the spectrum is like you could do someone who is like very obviously a nepo baby, but not like as notable or as high of an A-list celebrity. But it's more of a nepo baby, so arguably it should get more value, right? I think that's
Mm.
the
Mm.
curiosity for me.
Well, I have a little bit of a, kind of situation to present to that. When I was on the Disney draft,
Mhm.
Ryan took There Will Be Blood because technically through
Right.
the acquisitions and things,
This is the
it
perfect
is
example.
it is a Disney movie and he won.
He
So
did. You never know how people are going to view the graphic. You
Yeah.
just never can know,
exactly.
really.
I think that's the case by case thing. Like we'll just like if
Yeah.
if you draft someone and it's like, like here's a perfect example. I'll throw this out there because I'm not going to do it, but if someone did, I would say no.
Okay.
Mhm.
My cat is named after this person. This is a favorite actor of mine, Daniel
Mhm.
Day-Lewis. His
Mhm.
father is the poet laureate of England.
Yep.
That to
Oh.
me is like not so much like that doesn't make you really a nepo baby in my mind.
Mhm.
Right? Like that's
Yeah.
it's not like his dad was a director or another actor. It's like yes, he was, in a high echelon, right, of British society. But does that make him a nepo baby? I don't think so.
You know what? I have something to present. Now, throughout my research, we all know Martin Scorsese, our dude,
Uh-huh.
and his daughter,
My boy
Francesca.
Marty. Yeah.
Technically, she plays little girl in The Departed. Are,
That's
are we
fun.
allowing that? You know what I mean?
I think you bring up a fair point. I do want to save the case by case basis for as we draft. I will say
Okay.
to that point, Des,
Mhm.
longtime listeners of the pod know, and I'm just going to gloss over the lore here. We did an SNL draft way back when. I chose an SNL actress who was in a movie that was like, I can't remember exactly. I'd have to look it up. Maybe I'll come back to this. She was in like a prestigious movie in a nearly uncredited role. Like she was barely in it. I still drafted it. I lost, of course, but I felt okay about that because she had been on SNL. So follow your heart. Follow your
right.
heart. Do what you want to do. Now I'm really curious. I'm gonna find that as we start to
I
draft.
have a
I'll come
prep
back.
question for you guys. How many people do you have? How many actors, actresses do you have on your list of prep?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. You're being weird.
I have some people who could definitely go in multiple categories, but I
Uh-huh.
made sure I filled in most of them to a place where I was comfortable drafting, if that makes sense. So I haven't
Oh, so
counted
did
them,
did
but
you're drafting the people by category versus having a list of the actors themselves and then pulling the movies that could go into the categories?
well, yes and no. Like some I'm
Okay.
like thinking of these people are kind of known for their
Mm,
horror movies or like I'm thinking
yeah,
of it that way too, not to reveal
Okay.
like too much strategy, but I think you kind of have to for this just because it's so complicated.
Yeah.
yeah. No, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's what we're
Okay.
saying is that
I
there's
see
an
that.
additional layer of
Yeah.
complexity to the strategy because you're drafting the nepo baby, but then you also need to decide which of their movies to
Mhm.
select, how that correlates to them, and then what category that movie goes into. So
Yeah.
it's a
Mhm.
complex web.
That's why I just like
It
don't
is.
even really care so much about draft order because I'm just like
Yeah.
I
It
don't know. Like
right. I'm
for my
thinking
first pick
it's
or if I
so
wanted to
wide
wait that
open.
long. Yeah.
I just don't want the first pick. That's all. I just don't want to like misrepresent what this draft could and should be by the
I'm
first by
fearful
the
of doing it
mistaken of the first
wrong.
pick. Yeah,
I
me
want
too.
the first pick.
That's why I don't want the first pick.
If
You
if I'm
do,
the only one
okay.
who wants it, can I just go first?
No, every fucking episode, you guys come on here and you're like,
We try to negotiate.
can I beat out the spinner? No, it's the spinner.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Think of Bobby Wagner's Top Gun Maverick hat. Think
Who?
of Jack Sanders' D&D die. Wheel of names right there. It's unmittable. You can't
Who
change
are
it.
these people?
You can't. You guys know. Sophia and Danny know. That's what matters to me. Okay.
Gotcha.
I drafted
Big pick.
I drafted Julia Sweeney, who was an SNL alum, and I drafted Pulp Fiction because she was the wolf's daughter in Pulp Fiction. A lot of people saw some moral complexities with that. I thought it was a great pick. Okay, probably going to do that again tonight.
It's a little sus.
Francesca Scorsese as little girl in The Departed.
I kind of love that
sick.
though.
That's sick pick. What are you talking about? Okay, let's get this wheel of names going here. Like I said, we're going to be drafting 6 movies each in a snake style draft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way back and forth until we have 30, 6, 12, 24 movies picked is what we're going to do here. So let's draft. Let's commence the Nepo baby draft here on the Movie Draft Podcast. I'm going to share my screen that does include the wheel of names. Now, this is just a regular wheel of names. I promise.
Yes.
Regular names.
Uh-huh.
And let's spin. Let's see what happens here.
Got it.
That's not it.
Do you want to try again?
He only ever gets this when he doesn't want it.
I know.
Honestly, I'm panicking right now. I'm absolutely panicking.
I think this is
I would
really
be
funny.
too.
And I really
I'm-
hope he picks who we think he will.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God. If he goes first round, first overall.
Yeah.
Just like it's like literally it's like what it's
Okay,
like
I'll take it.
Surratt a little bit. For those of you who haven't seen
Mhm.
Surratt, I'm sorry to like spoil
Yeah,
it briefly,
yeah.
but like I'm literally walking through the desert right now, and any step I take could be a fucking mine. I don't know, so that's where I'm at.
You want to
Okay.
know what's really funny is that in the conversation of us planning this draft, Surratt was in the conversation. And I said,
Yes.
I haven't seen it. I hope I
Yes.
see it. And
Really?
everyone's like,
Okay.
oh, I saw that TIFF.
Because I had to miss the 2018 draft
Hilarious.
because I was seeing
Yes.
Surratt.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, I
Yes.
remember
It all
this. Of
comes
course.
back.
Full circle. Look at that. Okay, so the draft order is going to be me picking first. Sophia, you're going to be picking second. Dez is going third. Danny, you're going to be going fourth at the turn. My preparation for this draft is extremely minimal, and I don't really have a plan. So I'm just going to be frank with you guys. You got to walk this through with me. We're going to have to just go on this journey together because
I've got concepts of a plan at this point in time.
I
That's where
don't
I'm
know.
staying.
Same.
I don't know what to do.
I
You have
have
concepts of a
62
plan.
people to choose from. I'm okay.
You have 62 on your long list.
Yes.
Okay, I only have 36. That's not great.
I have some really funny ones that I do think will make will make Ethan crash out.
Great. I'm
I've
really
got
excited.
I've got some
me
deep cut
too.
wild cards.
Yeah.
that
Threatened
I-
crash out is
I
always
want to
good.
have some fun with.
I actually
Okay.
pre-planned the Ethan crash out with the selections that I have on here because
Mhm.
I pulled it with him in mind.
Cool. Awesome. Everybody wants to see my downfall. They hate to see me win.
Absolutely.
If there is a
Uh,
god, he's gonna do what I want him to do right now with this first pick.
Yeah.
I'm really trying not to. Like, I literally am trying to stray from what I think is what you guys are referencing. If I ask and I guess correctly, can you tell
No.
me if I got
No.
it correct?
No,
No.
not even a little bit.
You
Fuck
have
that.
to
Not until you
draft
win.
them for us to reveal.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is. And are they okay?
don't
Just
know.
answer me this question. Do they star in a movie that I really like?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I literally
my
don't know.
God. Give me a break, guys. Okay, no, whatever. Okay. Oh God, my preparation is just so bad. So I'm getting a little nervous on the category situation. I don't know what to do. I think in Oscar nom. How are we feeling about that category? Should we start there?
Totally fine.
Okay.
Sure.
In-
I believe in you.
I don't believe in myself is the problem.
I've never seen him
Oh my
this
god.
on edge with the #1 overall pick.
Yeah.
Literally, a
Yeah, like,
name
it's
hasn't come
not-
off the board, and he's
It's not
frazzled.
slim pickings yet.
The
Like
world is
slim.
quite literally your oyster.
It is slim pickings in my brain, in my universe. Okay. I will clarify for the rules here that once a Nepo baby has been drafted, that actor is completely off the board and cannot be drafted by anybody else. And then really the movie that you get to choose with them is just kind of supplementary to the Nepo baby themselves. So that person will be off the board. In Oscar nom, I'm going to take what I feel like is do I want it in box office though? I don't know. Who else has the box office stats? Who's got the numbers?
It's 50 mil plus.
I'm just.
I feel like most of these will make it that you're picking. Like
I'm pretty sure you guys are just like trying to really talk me down.
No, I literally didn't even bother really placing anything for that because something is going to work at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I feel like this Nepo baby applies. I guess tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like she is like pretty clearly part of the conversation. Sometimes, most of the time, whatever. I'm really stressing out here. In Oscar nom, I'm going to be taking Riley Keough, and I'm going to be taking Mad Max Fury Road. She's of course one of the wives of that film. So I'm going to be taking that. It was up. I considered taking Under the Silver Lake, a movie in which she is far more present and like quite good in that film, and I think a movie that like more people should see. But it's Mad Max Fury Road. Riley Keough, of course, the granddaughter of Elvis and Priscilla Presley, and I think that qualifies for this draft. I feel safe about that.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big, Nepo baby dynasty, like we talked, like I had mentioned at the beginning, for sure.
100%. Okay.
Big one.
That's what I'm.
That was
with.
definitely on my short list for box office / Oscar nom.
No way! Don't lie to me, Danny. Was it really?
It was. Yeah, I just crossed it out.
Yeah, mine too.
Wow, I did something right.
Also for action.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Feel good about that. Mad Max Fury Road still as good as we think, right?
I think so. I think even better.
Yeah. I'm seeing
might be.
Furiosa. Regal is doing this weird thing in January where they're like showing a lot of like starter movies or directorial debuts or whatever, and they're showing Furiosa, a movie that I am like quite passionate about, that I go to bat for saying is better than Fury Road, and I'll be seeing that I think for my 6th time in theaters next week, which I'm very thrilled about.
You gonna see it in Screen X?
No, I don't. That sounds horrible.
I accidentally
don't know what that is.
saw it in Screen X.
I did it on purpose.
Oh.
That sounds terrible. Why would I?
It was a lot.
It was
Why?
really good.
Was it?
It was cool.
Yeah.
But it was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're screening it on, just a regular small theater screen, which is a bummer, but that's okay. Okay. Riley Keough off the board. Took her an Oscar nom. Sophia, we are on to you.
So I think because our graphic is leading with the name and not with the movie, I have to go with this person who is my favorite Nepo baby of all time. She is a queen, a model, a hero of mine. It's Jane Fonda. I love this woman so much. And like everything she's done throughout her career and just how she still just will stand up to anyone. She doesn't care what anyone thinks of her. I love that. Her dad, of course, is Henry Fonda. And I will, for her movie, I will take Clute in drama.
Nice.
She won Best Actress for this movie, so I could have taken an Oscar nom, but I have a few there that I think could hopefully fit later. So yeah, I want Jane Fonda on my team.
I love that clip. I love that clip of her saying, "My skin sags, so does his," and Robert Redford's like, "Excuse me?"
So good.
Good pick. Great pick. I've never seen Clute. I got to put it on the watch list.
You should watch it. You'd like it, I think.
Oh, it's already on my watch list. So there you
good.
go.
There you go.
What do you know?
2-time Oscar winner Jane Fonda.
She's just the best. I have a picture of her right above my desk right here.
It's a big one to have on your team. Wow. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't take 80 for Brady. But
I should have.
Oh my God.
Missed opportunity. It's okay.
I should have taken book club.
In memory.
Should have taken Monster-in-Law.
Yeah. She's actually great in Monster-in-Law.
She is.
Oh,
She
man.
is.
Deranged
Voice of
film.
Grandmama in Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken.
Jesus Christ.
That movie's pretty good though.
Lots of
I
options.
like that movie. Okay. Off Jane Fonda off the board. Big one.
Mhm.
I think big in terms of like Hollywood legacy, which I think will obviously not be the first time we can revisit this idea. Okay, Des, you have a pick.
Yes. Speaking of Hollywood legacy, should I kick this off by just stealing something from Ethan before he even realizes that he actually wants it?
I swear to God, please don't do it. Please.
I don't know.
I know what this is
Des,
going to be.
Des, I'm
with the
already in such steep shit, man. Just let me
I
have
don't
it. Let
know.
me live.
I don't know. Do I want Una Chaplin and Fire and Ash? I don't know.
Oh, don't. I considered. Don't take it.
No, I haven't seen it. I don't know about those blue people. But
Okay.
I put it on the list because I was like,
listen, Cam set a bad precedent on the Tom Cruise auction draft. I'm gonna make. I think I'm actually gonna send people lie detector tests when we draft. No more lying about what you've seen and what you haven't seen. You know, just come at me with honesty.
Wait, that's hilarious.
I just said I haven't seen it.
I know,
I
but
was
you
gonna
threatened
say.
to take it. That
Yeah,
tells me that
and?
you love it.
The prerequisite of making a selection isn't I've seen it. You've never
Well,
stated that in the rules.
Just, to some people, it is. We talk about it all the time on this show. Is it a moral?
Also,
is it a morally?
I think it's an
questionable-
ethical dilemma of the draft.
exactly.
For sure.
ethical
There
dilemma.
are no moral and ethics in the movie draft.
It's all about winning.
It's winning and
crushing
losing.
you.
That's why I
There's no
took two
morals
Marvel
in winning
movies
and
last
losing.
time.
Like,
The Marvel stands will find you, Sophia. They found you last time. They will
They
find you
did.
again.
They did. And they still
Sophia,
voted
you're
for me
stronger
anyway.
than
They
me
still
because
voted for you.
I've encountered situations where I can take a Marvel movie and I couldn't bring myself to do it.
It's fair.
yeah, no,
You can take
I
Fire and
banned
Ash,
Marvel
fine.
from this on me.
I don't care.
No, I'm fine. What I'm gonna do is, and it's
Oh,
gonna
maybe I'll take a
it's
Marvel
gonna
movie.
completely fuck you over later.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to take. Where's he at? Was that Oscar nominated? Sure. I'm going to take Bill Skarsgård in Nosferatu. Because what are you gonna do? Pull Lily Rose Depp in Tusk? Sorry.
Oh, this was high. This was high on my list too.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're taking Bill Skarsgård in Nosferatu. And what category are you going to take this in?
Oscar nom, please.
Okay.
Oh, that was my number one
That's great.
choice for Oscar nom.
Thank you.
It's good. It's a very, very, very good pick.
Thank you.
So that means Nosferatu as a movie is also off the board.
Yes.
That's good
Correct.
strategy. Yeah.
That's
you.
well played. That's well played.
Okay. Wow. There really are
Yeah.
many layers to this draft. That's a
Mhm.
big, that's a big, like crossing things out for other people situation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Nice. Good job. Well played.
Thank you.
I didn't even. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are playing chess. I'm just playing Connect 4. I'm just trying to learn the rules.
I just want a Jane Fonda.
Not even
That's as far
checkers.
as my strategy
Connect
went.
Not
Four.
even checkers. I'm playing a different game. Okay. Nice. Oh, well, Danny, you have a pick now.
Wow. Okay, cool. I did have all three of the prior selections on my list. So well played. I see where your heads are all at. I've got two choices here, so I can kind of navigate this how I want, but I think I'm going to go to action horror.
Huh.
And I'm going to take Zoe Kravitz for the Batman.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had her for Mad Max Fury Road, actually. So
True. Yeah. Oh, that's
I
another
couldn't
one.
do that anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
The layers of complexity are just unraveling them. It's a
really is.
donut hole inside a donut hole here, as Benoit Blanc would say.
So you're taking the Batman. You're taking Zoe Kravitz for the Batman in action horror. You said.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Can Can you speak on this for a second? Speak on Zoe Kravitz and speak on specifically The Batman, a comic book film.
Well, that's true. I have already said on this. I speaking more to Marvel, I will say. But the Batman is one of the best crafted superhero movies ever, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know just the anticipation and buzz for what that sequel is going to look like. We've gotten some casting announcements for it recently, which is exciting as well. I think Sebastian Stan just joined that cast for the Batman 2. Zoe Kravitz
Two-Face, I
is
believe.
obviously Nepo baby. I think this falls firmly into the category with Lenny Kravitz as her father, and I believe her mom's an actress as well. So kind of double Nepo.
That's Lisa Bonet.
Yeah, Lisa Bonet, kind of a big actress.
Yeah, correct. Yep.
You didn't deserve this.
No.
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
I can't believe you took.
I don't
Batman
deserve
away from
any of
me.
these picks.
Imagine my team if I had Fury Road and the Batman. Could have been. Too bad. Okay. Well, I just want to give a quick shout while we're talking about the Batman. 5-star comic book movie in my opinion. Really just a great kind of situation all the way around. Ben Lawhorn does not think so, and he is wrong. So he's not here. Can't defend himself. Got to take shots when you can. Dan, you have another pick though.
I do indeed. Okay. I tempted to go toward Oscar nom or box office because I think there's a lot of overlap there. Kind of want to knock one of the two out, but I'm deciding between the one I'm curious about because we're drafting names and we have Oscar nom as a category. I had the idea of you could draft and Sophia, you kind of brought this up with your selection too. You could draft the Nepo Babies Oscar winning movie, which I think should give you like on paper a little bit more credit, right? Like you're not just doing Oscar nom.
You're drafting their best
like,
thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You're drafting like their thing that they
Arguably.
won an Oscar for, which I think
So I'm a piece of shit.
holds some weight.
It's one way to take it. Okay.
No, you were playing chess again.
Yeah.
I'm playing Mahjong over here.
Yeah.
So I'm between two, but I'm gonna go with that strategy since I already suggested it. I think it's a pretty good approach, and I'm gonna take Oscar-winning actress, co-lead of Marriage Story, Laura Dern.
Nice.
Piece of shit.
She was high up on my list.
Same.
Real high.
Really well done.
So, daughter of actors Bruce Dern and Diane Ladd. Again, double Nepo situation. And she, of course, won the Oscar for her role in Marriage Story, directed by Noah Baumbach. Netflix film. Can't take this in box office because Netflix didn't put this movie in theaters for more than like 2 theaters for a week. But I do think it's a cool opportunity to take someone who finally broke through into their Oscar winning moment for this category. So double Nepo, Oscar winning role, great actress, prolific career. So all around.
Huge. Big win. She's great in The Last Jedi. Holdo.
I think
Holdo
it's
maneuver.
interesting. No Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's
what I had her. Like
Down
that was
for,
my
yeah.
pick for her, but she has a lot of
Yeah.
options. You could also go
Yeah.
into
Little Women.
David Lynch territory.
You could
right?
go David
Yeah.
Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
Could go
I
a
kind
lot
of just
ways.
went with what won her Oscar, but I totally could see someone going for Jurassic Park, Blue Velvet, plenty of things. I mean, I stand by that. I really liked her 2025, even though it was more sort of subdued and limited in supporting roles. I think she's really great in Is This Thing On? And she was my favorite part of Jay Kelly until she quite literally leaves the film by her own choice.
Yeah. She pieces out pretty fast. I thought she was really good in Is This Thing On? That movie star is directed by Bradley Cooper. I don't know if you guys are aware of who that
Who's
is.
that?
Here we go
No.
again.
You might want
Not
to
a
never
Nepo
heard of him.
baby.
Yeah,
I'm
too
certainly
bad.
not an Oscar-winning fella. So
Okay.
No.
Oh. I opened that can of worms, and I'd like to solder that lid shut. I
Right,
apologize.
right.
Just trying to show my guy some love. Okay, 2 really good picks from you, Danny. Might not be the last time we talk about Bradley Cooper. I just want to put that out there. Nonetheless,
Okay.
Des,
Okay.
you're up for a pick.
That was a threat.
That was threatening.
So
for
No
sure.
threat.
Right?
Apparently, nobody wants to draft anything he's in, so I'm in the clear. I got no problems.
it's the thought of you bringing him up again. Is that is the
That's
threat?
the problem.
You know,
Okay, fair.
in this.
Yeah.
Now, the lady I'm gonna be drafting, and the movie that I'm drafting with her, it's not the movie like that I associate with her when I think about her, but it is a movie that is well loved. And I didn't really get why it was well loved until the 4th try. So, not for her role, just for the movie in general, but like
Okay.
I saw the light. I think she's perfect. So she can do whatever she wants, except marry the man that she did. Now, Margaret Qualley,
Mm. Mhm.
the nice guys in comedy.
Who I was
Her
going to take
mother?
next.
I knew
Yeah.
you were. I said, let
Mhm.
me clear this one out. Margaret Qualley, mother is Andy McDowell.
Mhm.
She acts in a lot of things, but for me, she's in the movie Beauty Shop with Queen Latifah, and that's what's most important to me. Margaret is also married to Jack Antonoff of Bleachers fame,
Oof.
and producing credits to many artists. I don't know. I feel like she was a definitely like a necessary pull. I thought about the movie that I associate with her the most is Sanctuary. I really wanted to draft that, but
Oh, I love Sanctuary.
Mhm.
Great movie.
yeah, I talk about it on my podcast actually.
Where you have a
But
podcast?
oh,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
of
I've
course.
never been on. That's insane. Who would have thought?
I listened to it today, actually,
Oh, Danny's been on.
and that's being an ally.
Okay. Let-
Period. So, yeah, I'm gonna choose the nice guys for Margaret.
Okay. Good pick.
Literally my next
Yeah.
pick. I was going to take her for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but love this pick. She's such a good up and coming star
I
too, like
agree.
in a Nepo baby, I think, who is just as talented or if not more talented than her mom. Like
Ooh, gag it.
I think she's really, really good actress.
I was
agree.
between Laura Dern and Margaret Qualley for either Substance or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for box office.
Mm.
Ooh, yeah. Substance would have been a good poll. Okay. All right. So you've got Margaret Qualley off the board. The nice guys off the board as well. Sophia, we're back to you.
Okay. You are going to hate me for this, and I
Me
hope it's
specifically?
allowed. Yeah. I
Oh,
hope it's
great.
allowed.
This is great.
Because the reason why this person, I believe, counts as a Nepo baby is because of not so much his parents, although his father was a news anchor and a TV host, but
Mm,
his aunt is a classic Hollywood star with the same last name. And in Oscar nom, I would like to take George Clooney for Michael Clayton.
okay. So this is something I would do. And under that umbrella, I want to approve. I do, genuinely.
He's a Nepo baby. He is.
Except
He came
That
up on all
means
the
that-
lists that I searched.
Yeah.
that means that I don't get Michael Clayton. And that's a problem.
Right. It doesn't. It means that I get Michael Clayton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think totally fair. You're right. Clooney comes up on a lot of lists when you Google. He is definitely of like kind of that vein of my family is, in the industry, and I have a little bit easier time coming in, getting famous. So I'll allow it. I don't like it, but I'll allow it.
I'm playing the game.
Dang it.
Such is life.
Michael Clayton. It's so good. It's crazy. And where are you
Sophia's
taking
got
this? In
big
what category?
legacy picks.
Oscar nom.
Mhm.
Oscar nom. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking now. I do like, honestly, Zoe Kravitz and Margaret Qualley were at the top of my list for like exciting newer Nepo babies who are making really good movies. So yeah, that's just the way the board is falling, I think, in the picks. I'm leaning old school for some of these.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Sophia, because you would know this better than I would, as my IMDb page doesn't load.
Mhm.
Michael Clayton walks away with 1 Oscar for Tilda Swinton for supporting actress
Yes.
and does not
Mhm.
win anything else, which is an absolute
shame.
travesty.
But 2007 is, I mean, it's an
Yeah.
actual like murderer's row of movies nominated at the Oscars that year.
Yeah.
Nominated for 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Okay.
And my Nepo baby, he was nominated too.
Yeah. Yeah. You're Nepo baby. All right. I've got 2 picks. I've had 0 thinking time. I feel like that all went by very quickly.
We believe in you.
We do.
Oh, I
There's
don't.
still time to-
had quite
There's still
literally
time to draft who we want you to draft.
Yeah, there is still time. He had the biggest gap between picks you could possibly
Yeah.
have, and he came out and said
Yeah.
had 0
I was like,
thinking time.
Not enough time. Yeah. Okay. Well, because like I did a little bit while you guys were talking, and those are kind of like the things on my short list where I'm like, I should just go there because I have them readily available, but that's not very fun. How about every round that goes by that I don't draft who you want me to draft, you give me a hint so I can stay further away. How about that?
No.
No.
No. No.
Grow up.
Fuck you guys. Okay. I'm just gonna play what I think is a move here. Just to kind of clear the board. Looking up and down the board, and we're in the clear. We briefly threw this movie out, and so I think from a movie perspective, this is where I want to go. I'm gonna see if I can take it in box office here. I think this would be the move.
Not a lot
The
of
other-
men right now.
Well,
I kind of love it.
Speaking of, in
Someone to draft a man, it would be Ethan.
it would
Yeah.
be me. In box office, I'm gonna take a movie made over $100,000 domestically, kind of a big deal movie.
100,000?
100.
It's a
No, just
student
$100.
film.
Yeah, just $100
Right.
flat. That's it. Clocked a good even 100. I'm gonna be taking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I'm gonna be drafting Maya Hawke for her role as Flower Child. I think when we talk about Nepo babies and we talk about some of these movies that have multiple of them, I think, like Nosferatu going off the board is a big thing that kind of rules out, right? Playing chess about who can't be selected. We already talked about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Margaret Qualley. I think like when that movie came out, and especially in retrospect now in 2026, we're like, look at all of these really successful, talented Nepo babies that were in this movie that are now good and like in a lot of things and like doing cool stuff. So since that movie's available, I'm definitely gonna be taking it. I had strongly considered taking Maya Hawke and not as a bit, just total genuine authenticity for Maestro. But I let it hang. I let it be.
There
Okay.
is another Nepo baby in Maestro who you could take later on if you really wanted to.
Can you just
I
tell
don't
me
know
their name
anything
just in
about that
case I do
movie.
want to go back to that well? That'd be ideal.
No, I think you can research it in between picks.
Oh,
but
no, I can't. I have no times. I have no time, Sophia.
Now I'm trying to research who it is.
Yeah.
Don't.
Once Upon a
Don't.
Time in Hollywood, though, is a great Nepo baby movie because also, like, I think what Tarantino did with like really all of the Manson family is he cast people who
Yeah.
were related to people in the industry, people who were, I think, up and coming. Really, like if you look at everyone there, it's like, oh, there's a
Mhm.
purpose to every single
They're like
one
the
of
face
these
of Hollywood now, too.
people. Yeah. Austin Butler, Sydney Sweeney's there.
Sydney Sweeney, yeah.
Lena Dunham's appearance is still the funniest to me. That one kills me every
Yeah.
time.
It's really, really good. Sometimes
You said
Tarantino's got the movies
Sydney
you know?
Sweeney's there.
She's there.
As in most movies, she
She's
exists.
present.
She's there.
It's true.
Maybe she's not
Yeah.
sure she's there, but
We all know.
We don't know.
Okay, so I've got box office off the board. Let me work my little sheet here. Okay. Box office. So I've got drama, comedy, action, horror, and wild card left.
Yeah.
I fear the trap just looks too appealing, and I think this is who it is. But I guess we're gonna find out.
Okay.
Because something in my brain is telling me this was the name that like got thrown around, and I don't know why. So maybe my brain is making this up, and maybe I'm totally in the clear here. So in action horror, I'm gonna be taking John David Washington in Tenet.
Oh my god!
And the trap slams closed.
It's too good.
Oh my god!
Listen,
We knew it would happen.
Tenet fucking rocks. I don't know what else to tell you.
No thanks to his performance.
I think he's fine. I think he's fine.
He's
as a
nameless protagonist for a reason.
For a reason. Yeah. Now, I didn't draft the performance. I drafted John David Washington.
But his name is right there.
You didn't want to draft Malcolm and Marie?
Well, think about this. I won't stoop to those levels of Sam Levinson. Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Black Klansman on MLK Day.
Okay. People don't know we're recording on MLK Day. Please, like, if we could just not date this, that'd be ideal. We're evergreen here on the draft pod.
Famously not evergreen.
Yeah, famously anti-evergreen every episode. Tenet's, I'm part of the hive. I don't know. I've talked about it a lot in the show. I fuck with Tenet. It's kind of my movie. So
that's not the point of this conversation.
how I gaslight Ethan when he was like, "Oh, it's a guy. You said him." I was like, "No, I said them."
Yeah, cool. Thanks for that.
Good.
You're welcome.
Why? What? I knew it. I knew that was it. But you guys, the trap was just so enticing. Where you guys just like really buttered up the whatever was in the middle there. Why? What's the problem you guys have against John David Washington?
He's not good.
He's not talented.
I just think the charisma drop off from his father to him it's steep. It's pretty crazy. Like Denzel can say 3 words and you're hooked and you're like, that's the best anyone has ever said that string of words before. And then you get to John David Washington, it's just like there's just nothing there.
He's so monotone and bland in every performance. And I've said this for a long time, going back to some of his earlier roles. And every time I keep coming back thinking it's going to get better. And it really doesn't, in my opinion.
Okay. Sophia, you got to pick.
Okay. So when I think of Nepo babies, I also think of chaos.
Okay, wait. Can I say one more thing in my defense, though?
Sure.
This is the Nepo baby draft. This is the Nepo baby draft. So, in the same style as to like, okay, I'm not going to comp anything because you guys are just going to ridicule me. John David Washington is the ultimate Nepo baby because his father, like you said, utters 3 words and is absolutely like unimpeachable. That's the best anybody's ever been. Yeah. John David Washington. Argue good or bad or whatever. If we stand here and we go like, he is so dry, he is so hollow, he is not good. That's what a fucking Nepo baby is. That's the whole point of the draft we're doing here.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how people look at the board. Sure,
validated.
He's not wrong about that.
I'm gonna pull Chet Hanks now.
I was just gonna say, so someone needs to draft Chet Hanks to follow the same line of thinking here.
Yeah,
for sure. Next on the board.
You can get really deep in that line of thinking.
Yeah. I just wanted to feel a little bit better. Okay, proceed.
All right. So when I think of Nepo babies, I think of chaos. I think of just not really like understanding their place in the world sometimes, and just getting attached to drama that is so ridiculous that we can't help but be a little bit obsessed. But I also genuinely think this person is a great actor and has made really iconic movies. And she made a comeback this year. But that's not the film I'm going to be drafting her for. I'm going to take in box office Gwyneth Paltrow, and I'm going to pick 7, where her head is in the box.
Fascinating
a
movie
selection.
choice. Okay.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
Tenenbaums?
I thought about Tenenbaums, but I think I have some other
Ben Stiller?
options later on.
The Wilsons? All of them?
All of them, everyone in the cast.
Every single person?
Everyone, yeah. Which would have been a good block pick probably, but I think with Seven, I think is a really like it's a film a lot of people really like. It's one of the first films I saw Gwyneth in. I feel like she also, I mean, my favorite is The Talented Mr. Ripley, but I don't think that's going to get me as many points.
I considered that as a draft pick. I
Yeah.
were to go with her, that's what I would have gone with.
Yeah, but I'm going with Seven.
I was planning on doing Marty with her if I had the opportunity to draft her. She was definitely on my short list.
Yeah.
I'm
Which
honestly
also could have been a
surprised.
box office pick.
Yeah,
I'm really surprised you didn't go Infinity War, Sophia.
Oh, I could have. She doesn't remember being in that movie though, so it wouldn't be fair to her.
I remember her being in that movie as Rescue.
Yeah.
She's great. Okay. Wow. Gwyneth Paltrow, a great choice. Shoot. Well done. Yeah, it would have been sick if you drafted her in Hard 8. That would have been a goated move.
Yeah, I could have done that too.
Could have done it. Okay. Des, you are up. Would you say Gwyneth Paltrow is a better actor than John David Washington?
Yeah.
1,000 times over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not get silly.
Not even close.
No, I agree. Just wanted to float the question out there. Make sure the draft is heading in the right direction.
Great.
Okay. Now, this is a choice I was hoping would still be on the board. I don't know if it was really, in everyone's top choices, but I knew that I really wanted a good old Hollywood pick on here. And I wanted someone with the name, and you're always like, wait, do you mean so and so as in so and so? I always think that's that's like a pretty cool name to have. Now this person, this actor, this fella, he's in 2 movies that if I really wanted to be an asshole, I can choose this one movie. I'm clearing like 15 other people that would have been selected and utilized with that movie.
You should do it.
I think it would be a great idea just for the comedy
content.
of it all.
Yeah, do some content here.
No, because I want this other movie. And the thing is, because of the way that these dates line up, I can't put it in Oscar nom yet because those haven't officially come out yet.
We are recording what? 4 days. 3
I
days
know
before
you
the
want
Oscar
3
nominations go.
days. 3
3
days. Yeah.
Under the wire here.
Evergreen.
Do you want to
podcast.
announce it?
No, you go for it. It's yours.
Yeah, Evergreen podcast.
I got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be pulling in box office Tony Goldwyn in One Battle After Another.
Yes. Incredible pick.
Yeah.
Was on my list too.
The Goldwyn name, that's simply a part of Hollywood forever. Tony Goldwyn, famously in Ghost, famously in another big blockbuster that came out a couple years ago, was also very famously as President Fitzgerald Grant III in Scandal. Love that show. I love him very much. I don't like his character in this movie, that's for sure. What are they called? Christmas Carolers?
Christmas Adventurers. He's good at playing one though.
Christmas Carolers is very funny.
You want to know what's so funny? I couldn't believe that Tony Goldwyn could be a Christmas Caroler because I just see him as so in love with Kerry Washington. The man loves a swirl. There's no way he's going to be a Christmas Caroler. Okay. Not my Tony Goldwyn. All right. That's premium white chocolate. He's not going that route. I was like, okay, I guess you guys just needed some people. But yeah, that's hopefully one of my only old Hollywood names being pulled.
I love it. The G and MGM. Like so
The G and MGM.
Yeah.
Great pick.
That's Nepo. That's deep Nepo.
Down.
About
Deep
Nepo.
I just want to call
Nepo
out his
Ground Zero.
2023, which I think is hilarious. He does 4 movies: Plane, a B action movie, Murder Mystery 2, and the sequel to the Adam Sandler comedy, if you can call it that.
Love him.
Netflix IP. Yeah.
Something called Ezra and Oppenheimer.
Yes. Ezra's the one
Guys
with
everywhere.
15 other Nepo babies in it, by the way.
Mm.
Yes,
Oh,
you're
this is
right.
making me
Oh
want
my
to
God,
rewatch
I'm
Scandal.
Looking at the cast.
Also directed by Tony Goldwyn. Ezra is directed by him. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, holy cow. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Would have been a bold play.
Mhm.
Okay. Off the board. Good actor, good movie in box office. Okay.
Was he on your board?
I didn't say he was on my board. I just said he was off the board.
He was on mine. I love him.
Take that as a no.
Like I said, I'm not going to reveal my board.
Gotcha.
Obviously, John David Washington pretty high up. So do with that
Oof.
information what you will.
All right.
Okay, Danny, you have 2 picks.
Okay. I have a question. This might be a stupid question because it may have already been clarified.
Sure.
Can we only draft a Nepo baby if they acted in that movie?
I see where you're going with this, Danny.
Mhm.
Good question. What do we think? What do we think?
Is this? I'm assuming you mean like a director, right?
Correct.
Do they also act in it?
I don't believe so.
You can only take her
Oh.
for The Godfather Part 3.
Yeah, I honestly think
There you
so. I'm not kidding.
I'm not opposed to doing that. I think I'm still going to if that's the decision we come to.
That's fair.
I think with the idea of the draft in mind, we have been sticking to the actor kind of category. So not out of spite or hate. Of course, we shared a great friendship moment at the top of this pod. So I do think Sophia's right though. Like I think we got to stick to the acting capabilities here of who we've got.
I thought
I
about
still
this
could
though,
do
'cause I was
Godfather
like,
Part 3.
you
I
Balls in
could.
your
still
court,
could do
Danny.
it.
You could.
I'm gonna
course
do
Doing
it.
that is that's
Okay.
so
Do it.
Francesca Scorsese in
It
The
is.
Departed.
I'm gonna do
It's
it
true.
because you know what? It's like bending the rules of this draft, but I will give it to Sophia Coppola. I think she is one of the more talented Nepo babies in the industry due to her directorial work, more specifically. But due to the rules, I am going to take her in The Godfather Part 3 as Mary Corleone.
Talk about a Nepo baby though, who has like totally forged her own path and has her
Totally.
Yeah.
own
Yeah.
distinctive style separate from her dad.
100%. Like not like
Makes sense.
so polar opposite
Mhm.
in vision and type of movie that she's interested in making.
Yeah.
Which I think makes her a really interesting and cool Nepo baby.
What category are you taking her in?
Oh, such a good question because I have to correlate the category to Godfather Part 3, which I wasn't anticipating on doing. Let me check
Yeah.
its box office.
Okay.
I'm sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely on the table.
Okay.
That's my only option. I could go drama. I'm going to go drama. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do drama. I'll keep box office open. So Sophia Coppola in The Godfather Part 3. I was planning on taking her for Virgin Suicides and kind of hoping that maybe she was in some small role somehow. That's my favorite movie of hers, and I love that movie dearly. But alas, here we are.
You could
Yeah.
have taken Gia.
I could have.
She's in
I
Virgin
I
was-
like The Last Showgirl a lot. I really enjoyed that movie when I saw it.
I was looking
Hmm.
at her as someone to take, and I was going to try to argue for Lost in Translation if we would go the director route. But alas, she's off the board. I think a good pick, Danny. Honestly, not so much on it's a strategy play. Sophia
strategy
Coppola, a lot of
Yeah.
name recognition there.
We'll
Mhm.
see if it pays off. I think the Coppola name is very part and parcel of the Nepo conversation as it comes up in media.
Absolutely. Possibly not the last time we talk about a Coppola Nepo baby.
Yeah. There are quite
It's
a few
true.
of them.
We'll see how they go. We have, in fact, a long time ago done a Coppola. I think we titled it like the Coppola family draft, and I think some of our categories were strictly based on the Nepo babies of the Coppola name. So that is happening. Okay, you have another pick though.
Mm,
Gonna run it back.
I do indeed. I don't know what to do with it. If anyone has any vamping they want to do, now's a great time.
Did you like
Yeah.
Fire and Ash? Because Una Chaplin is in it.
Stop.
The best
And
part of
she's
Fire and
she's
Ash.
the best part of Fire and Ash. The only part I was interested in.
Okay. Well, I like Fire and Ash. Pretty good. Una Chaplin, I guess, also in Quantum of Solace.
Yeah. Also in Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm. I know
Mm.
this is the movie draft podcast, but the TV version of this Nepo baby draft would be so fun. There's
I
so
saw
many
that
that
a
are
lot,
all over
yeah.
TV.
That came
I
up
would
a
have
lot.
killed
As
to
I was
draft
Googling.
Big Little Lies for Laura Dern.
Mm.
I'm just not well versed in
Oh,
television space.
she's so good in Big Little Lies. Renata.
Mhm. I love it.
I don't even know where I'm going next, Danny, and I have like 3
Neither
picks to
do
get
I.
through, so
Yeah.
I can't help you here. You know,
I have a question. I don't know if I'm not committed to
Another
doing
question.
this, but I think this is a funny specific scenario to pose. There's a Nepo baby that's in the industry whose parents are so unrelated to the entertainment industry, but they are rich and they own a sports franchise.
Is it the Maras?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think that
You-
qualifies?
Do you want a
'Cause the
girl with a
mon-
dragon
it's-
tattoo?
It's a monetary.
no, he's
you know,
trying to
step
draft
up,
House of
for
Cards.
sure.
He's going the television route. I don't know if it. I don't know. This is kind of what the gray area here. Just because I can see the argument that owning a sports franchise and like being unbelievably rich would obviously make your path in the entertainment industry easier.
Mhm.
But it's not directly correlated to
But if
like
Yeah.
the specific field. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do this. I just think it's a really unique case study example.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's always a funny thing too when you remember that like those two girls, especially like with just who they are and their personas in the entertainment industry, like that they're
Yeah.
attached to a sports team. It's very funny.
It's like I'm a Giants fan, so like
Yeah.
I'm very intimately aware of this, and it still confuses me because they feel so polar opposite to the
Mhm.
world that
They own the Giants?
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
I say no.
Oh,
That's okay. I
we go.
am happy to go in another direction.
mhm.
Sorry.
I'm gonna stick with actresses. I've been doing that the entire way, so might as well. I'm gonna take Dakota Johnson, daughter of Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith.
Mm.
I might kill myself live on the pod.
You
Literally.
should take the materialist.
Yeah.
I
take
swear to
Materialist.
fucking God, if you take Materialist, I will literally, I will announce the date
That's-
and time
that's
of
where
my
I'm s-
public
That's where I'm
execution.
stuck right now because I think it makes the most sense to take Materialist, but it's not my favorite performance of hers.
I
What is?
take whatever you want. I don't care.
Cha Cha Real Smooth is my favorite performance. of
Oh, I
hers, but
knew you were going to go
Really?
Cha-Cha Real Smooth. I knew it.
Huh.
Materialist feels like the better play for the specific situation.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna take
Materialist is her persona. Like that's I feel
Yes,
like
yeah.
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 her 100%. So I'm gonna take
21 Jump
Dakota
Street?
Johnson for Materialist in comedy.
I'm happy for you, Danny. Just thrilled. A pick
That's
that I would,
crazy.
I pick I myself would enlist. I would do the same.
I probably would have
could've.
done Suspiria.
Yeah.
That's a good
Interesting.
choice.
I'm a little surprised you didn't go with Cha-Cha Real Smooth. That was going to be my pick for her. I thought it would be a nice swerve, a nice zag on her career.
Who has seen it?
I love Cha-Cha Real Smooth.
I think it's just
So
less
do I.
seen, less talked about. So I do want to
seen.
just choose
Yeah.
the more
Yeah.
the title that's more apparent and more recently associated with her, but I still do think that is
Fair.
her best performance in that film.
Notably did not choose Madam Web.
All right.
I love Madam Web.
Important.
I did
Next
think
resolve.
about taking her and Madam Web for the bit. I'm not gonna
You-
lie.
I mean, you could have chose any of the 50 Shades movies. You could have
Right.
chose The Lost Daughter, an
Love
Oscar
The
nominated
Lost
film,
Daughter.
I
Mhm.
believe.
Mhm.
A lot of good options. I mean, Splitsville. She was also in Splitsville last year in
The Social
2025.
Network.
Yeah.
The Social Network. Interesting. You didn't go that route
Yeah.
either. Okay. Great pick. She was really high on my list, and I just got really flustered every time it was my turn, so I didn't take her. That's a me problem. That's,
Sucks.
Yeah, it does. Trust me, I'm living in it. I know it sucks.
Mhm.
Our 2026 is looking pretty solid as well, so I'm pretty excited about that. Let's go back up the slate. We're back to you, Des.
Danny, you did both of your choices already?
I did.
Oh,
Sophia
Blacked
Coppola
out for a
and
second.
Dakota Johnson.
that's right. It took so long. I think I'm gonna go big dynasty again. Big lady lineage for this one. Now, people might be upset about the movie that I'm gonna choose. Who knows? But just know I'm pulling Carrie Fisher.
On my list.
Yeah.
Also on
Yeah.
your list.
Pick.
Am I the biggest Star Wars fan? That's to be found out, you know? It's up for debate.
You found out like when you go see The Mandalorian and Grogu as your first Star Wars movie, or what does that
The
mean?
what?
Case in
Ethan.
point. Case in point.
What have I pulled already? What categories? I've done Oscar nom comedy box office. Oscar nom comedy box office. I feel like anything could be a drama, right?
Yeah. Or you could do
Yeah.
wild card early.
One second. Gotta.
I mean, speaking of, yeah, okay. I'm curious where you go with this. You could pick a. you could
Yeah,
have a
so I'm
really
actually
good pick here.
I'm gonna pull When Harry Met Sally in drama.
Okay, that's what I was hoping you would do.
Yeah.
Really good pick.
So now, if anyone wants to choose Billy Lord for Star Wars, you can.
I was gonna say also on the board if you want to go that route, it's available. Okay, choosing When Harry Met Sally. Great selection. Carrie Fisher,
you.
important. Nepo baby for sure. Generation, of Nepo baby.
Debbie Reynolds.
Daughter of Debbie Reynolds.
Halloween Town,
Jeez.
most famously.
Talk about Disney Channel, That's the good
Talk
stuff.
about Disney Channel.
That's a really good pick. Dang.
Thank you.
All right, well done. Sophia, we're back to you.
Okay. I need a comedy on the board. And, a theme of my previous drafts has been Paul Thomas Anderson. So it's only right that I take his life partner, Maya Rudolph,
Oh my god.
here.
Yeah.
I want her on my team. Her mother is Minnie Riperton, of course. And I'm going to take Bridesmaids. I think she's
Yeah.
fantastic in
Nice.
Bridesmaids. So
Yes.
fun. It's just such a great comedy. I wish there were more comedies like this. So happy to have her on my team.
It's a good one. I had her on my list, my high list as well.
She's so funny.
It's a good one.
She's so funny.
Couldn't you have taken Licorice Pizza?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I
you could have
could've.
taken her in a PTA movie as well.
I could have, but Bridesmaids to me, like that just feels like, I mean, she's really leading that
Yeah.
movie with Kristen
I think
Wiig.
that's the right
It's not so
choice.
much. Yeah.
Totally.
She is funny in her like cameo in Licorice Pizza though.
She's great. Yeah, she's really, really good. Okay.
She's
Good
in
sele-
Inherent Vice as
selection.
well. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so I can't
Yeah.
remember who she was.
That one is probably my, like I've only seen Inherent Vice twice. It's like on my lower end of the PTA rewatches.
She plays a character named Petunia Leeway. I've only seen it
Great.
once, so I
Great
can't tell
name.
you exactly who she was in that film, but she was in it. Nice. Okay, good pick. Dang, could have picked Luca.
That's
Great
solid.
movie. That's solid. Okay, Maya Rudolph off the board. Dakota Johnson off the board. Carrie Fisher. You guys are just wow. You guys are home run.
Do you have any
Women.
selections left?
Every time you step to the plate, it's a
His
home
list
run.
is clear.
I don't have a list. That's the problem.
It's like when SpongeBob is like writing his like essay, and it's just like the fancy
The-
tea. That's all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's all Ethan has.
Well, I have to pick 2 movies in a row. That's the problem.
And his fancy tea was just Don David Washington.
Okay, this is more of a me pick, and I'm gonna go this route. So I'm gonna go in this old Hollywood lineage that we've been talking about so far.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with Michael Douglas, the son of Kirk Douglas,
Mhm.
of course. And really, it's what movie I want to pick. Quantumania was a real high selection, but I'm gonna skip on it. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna go with a heart pick here. I'm gonna go with a movie that I actually grew up watching, maybe I have a more of an affinity towards this film than most people. But I would totally recommend seeking this out if you haven't seen it. 1993's Falling Down, directed by Joel Schumacher. This movie is basically where he just plays a guy that has just had enough, and he snaps, and he's in LA driving on his way to work, and it's so hot, and he just can't take it anymore. So he goes to a McDonald's, and he holds them at gunpoint and says, "Make me lunch," and they say, "Sir, it's still breakfast time," and then things spiral from there. So if that sounds interesting to you, it is a great like thematic allegory for like a post-Vietnam US kind of commoditized society. So I think it is a very crazy movie. So I'm going to be taking that. Des, you looked perplexed that entire time speaking.
Yeah, I'm looking up like if you Google it,
yeah,
the picture just comes up. Big ass gun in his hand, just pointing down at you, sir.
Tough beat. What do you do when the U.S. government gets you down? You got to take to the streets.
Listen,
demand better from McDonald's. That's really the moral.
Yeah. It's just one battle after another,
Damn it. I'm going to be taking this in. I'll take it in drama. I'll get my drama off the board here.
Movie sounds cool, though. I'm going to add that to my watch list, actually.
His selection's interesting, given Michael Douglas did win Best Actor for another film.
Yeah. See, sometimes
I would have taken Fatal Attraction, which is
that's
my
what I
favorite.
would have done.
I have not seen Fatal Attraction, so
you got to watch it.
In good conscience, couldn't select. I do own it on Blu-ray, but I have not viewed it.
You need
Is
to
Mr.
make
Douglas
a watch
still
list
with
of
us?
erotic thrillers.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
I'm still with us.
That's fine.
Catherine Zeta-Jones?
You're doing this again, Des. You're doing this again.
He's
This was
81 years
literally
old.
The Nepo
is my
baby
favorite
draft.
thing
I
that
told
Des
you to
does.
prepare.
And he's from Jersey? Yeah.
I also
never
considered-
get over that draft of Des live
Yeah,
reacting
last
to
time
celebrity
finding
guests
out.
that happened years ago.
That was great. I also did strongly consider taking the game, but I feel like just for the sake of the draft, kind of zagging a little bit. I think it's fun to take Falling Down. But I have another selection I got to pick. So that's not good. I'm going to take Kirk. Okay, I'm going to take Michael Douglas off the board here. Where do I go, guys? What do we do? I got drama or I got comedy and wild card left. Huh.
I think you should go comedy.
Yeah, my
Have a
short list
laugh.
for comedy was Dakota Johnson, Materialists. That was it.
Have you
Great
ever
work,
watched
Danny.
a comedy?
I'm not
really
familiar.
glad I did that.
Not familiar with that genre in particular.
I've got 2 other names in comedy still standing that I can't take.
What the heck, guys? I'm drying up over
Me
here.
too. Yeah.
Shoot. Honestly, you guys are gonna have to help me vamp through this because I gotta do a little bit
5
of digging.
names.
What if you did
You don't need to just
Ben
say
Stiller
all the
and
stuff you have
Dodgeball?
that I don't have. That's okay. What if I did what
You know
does?
Ben Stiller in Dodgeball?
Could be good. No, but now that
Yeah.
you've suggested it, if I take it, people are gonna be like, "Well, he can't draft for himself," you know.
Yeah,
You
that's
could take
exactly
any of
what
the
this
Okay, throw
entire
out every
episode
good
is.
idea.
I could take any of the what, Sophia?
The Schwartzmans. You could
Good,
go
good,
into
good,
the
good.
Wes Anderson world.
Oh yes, okay, we could go into this realm. That's smart. Smart in a comedy. Ooh, okay, wait. I like where we're headed.
Is that a
Throw out
cop out
every good
though?
idea so that if he does it, he has to credit us.
Yeah.
Please don't, guys. Please. Okay.
It'll also give me some good
No
ideas.
more vamping.
so-
No more vamping. No. We're good. What am I gonna take in comedy? Shoot.
I mean, you just need a name and you need to find one comedy in their filmography.
I'm trying. I can't find the name. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
So
that's the
if you-
problem.
if-
I want 'em
That's
all.
the major problem.
Ethan, if you had to put an actual
hmm,
time amount, give a number of how much time you put towards preparing for this, what would you say?
at least 3 times longer than I put forth in any other preparation for any other draft.
Woo! 3 minutes.
Also, I also think this is an
3 minutes.
important. I think this is an important junction to note that we have received feedback from listeners that like we're all ill prepared. Look, I have kids and I have a job. I'm sorry I can't see every fucking movie ever. Okay,
The
I just wanna
preparation
defend
for these
myself.
drafts is every movie.
Basically,
Yeah.
like, what do you
And it
want me to do?
depends
You
so
wanna-
much on what other people take. Like there's always going to be a chance
Exactly.
that you
Yeah,
haven't
that
seen
too.
something that other people love.
My apologies. So sorry.
I think
Ethan
that's
said,
more
"Sorry,
relevant.
I have a
with, like,
loving family."
I did that to you and Danny the other day in a text
No.
chat. We were
Dead
riffing.
ass.
Our conversation was so ignited. And then I just texted you and I was like, I'm out with the family, setting my phone to do not disturb. Love you guys.
With
and
the
then
heart.
I turned it
jarring.
I turned it off like in 90 minutes later, 0 texts. I just
Yeah.
killed it on the spot.
What's even worse
I-
is Danny didn't even respond to me. So I'm like, okay, I guess
It was
we are done
crazy.
talking.
Honestly, it was crazy.
I went to text Ethan individually and I saw the do not disturb thing appear. Like I watched him turn it on.
Isn't that so disrespectful?
Mm.
That's rough.
And then I
Okay,
clicked
wait, wait,
notify
wait,
anyway.
that's
No, but
rough.
I turn do
rough.
not disturb
Me-
on all the time.
Me
So
doing that
But
is
you're
rough.
valid for it.
I was literally at the mall with my children shopping for things for Disneyland that we go to in a few weeks. So
that sounds nice.
I had to be there.
Yeah.
This conversation is in no way helping my draft strategy here, guys.
Not even a
We
little
really
bit.
veered.
You need a comedy still.
I do. At the which one do I like better? Well,
There's also one we just mentioned that another
Everything's a
Nepo
comedy
baby
if you
sent.
really
Yeah.
think about it.
and what's that? What's the other one we just mentioned?
Oh my gosh. You're gonna have to give me credit.
I'm sorry, I saw Spike Jones's name and then I was just like, jackass, and then my brain froze.
If he drafts one of your ideas, Sophia, I want an asterisk on the graphic and the footnote. This was actually
that will
Sophia's
not
idea.
happen.
Ethan, she said to do a cop out and go to the Schwartzmans.
Yeah, no, I'm considering. Considering.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna swerve. Yeah, do I want that on my team? Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna swerve. I'm gonna try and go with the twofold attraction here for name recognition / a swerve into the comedy genre. This is a movie we talk about fairly. I think it gets brought up from time to time and it's kind of a staple, a fan favorite of the Movie Draft Pod. So in comedy, I will be taking Robert Downey Jr., notably the son of Robert Downey Sr., who made a lot of very big, important movies in the 70s and 80s. And of course, afforded RDJ this opportunity. There's a great documentary made by RDJ called Senior that I think is pretty interesting if you don't know a whole lot, like I didn't know about their relationship. For RDJ and comedy, I'm going to be taking Tropic Thunder. Nominated for an Academy Award, plays Kirk Lazarus. Just lights out funny, you know? Not much more to
I
say
love to
about
see
that.
you celebrating a black man, you know? It's,
Well,
you know,
I
you have
dra- I
him
drafted-
and JDW.
I drafted a real black man and a fake one. So covering all the
Crazy.
bases.
You covered all of your bases, man. On
It is
MLK
MLK
Junior
Day.
Day.
I
Today.
try to recognize when I can. Okay. So I've drafted Robert Downey Jr., Tropic Thunder in comedy. Do you guys think RDJ is a better dramatic actor or comedic actor?
I was thinking about taking him for Oppenheimer. Like that was, he was on my list for that one, but then I went with Clooney and Michael Clayton instead. I don't know. Downey's such an interesting one to me. We don't need to get into the comic book conversation, but that could have been another one where it would have taken a lot off the board.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was like, what do we classify Tony Stark as? Comedy or drama? Because that's what he's good at.
Right.
Yeah. That kind of like, he has that sarcastic kind of mean sense of humor that runs through a lot of what he does, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I think at the time in which he entered the MCU and when Iron Man was made, it was very much this era of RDJ that was like, okay, that guy has that edge of funny to him and we need to lean into that. And I think as he went through all the way to Endgame, it became the needle went the other way. And I think Endgame, he's like just far more dramatic than he is funny. And I think without that performance, Endgame doesn't work. So I think like we've seen a real evolution of him over the years. Okay. Are those my two picks? Did I get them out of the way?
Finally.
You did it.
Thank God. Okay. That was unnecessary.
I also took quite a while at the turn. So
The double is hard. You know, people who
Mhm.
haven't drafted, they don't know, but it's a lot of
hard.
pressure on the turn.
Yeah, I feel like I usually have the double. I've been at the
Me too.
turn a lot and it is really tough. So I've enjoyed this break from that, I'll say.
Yeah.
I will
It's an
say,
easy
I
one-off.
think if Sophia and I were both at the turn, we would have breezed through it.
Yeah.
Wow. Backed up just like that. Duly noted. We are men and we don't really have brains. So we're
listen,
just trying
I'll
our hardest
say
out here.
I'll give myself some credit. My first turn was back to back. I had those two locked and loaded. My second turn a little shaky, particularly on the
Mhm.
back half.
Yeah.
There's
You
still
took your
one more
time.
turn to recover from.
Yeah. You got to start prepping, brother Danny. Okay.
Time to start,
Sophie-
right?
So
Whoa.
yeah, as soon as I'm done, your prep time begins. Sophia, you've got action horror and wild card left.
Okay. So I think I know what I'm gonna do here. She's just one of my favorite Nepo babies, mostly for a TV role, I will say. But also the way she talks about being a Nepo baby, I think she just has the best response to the prompt always. Like it's very thoughtful and thorough and to the point. And I will be taking Allison Williams. I'm going to go in the action horror category for Get Out. I think that also is a role that like perfectly utilizes like just her persona, and Jordan Peele's so smart for how he flips that, I think. And I love that she has become this scream queen kind of. I don't want her to be doing any more Colleen Hoover after Regretting You, but she's always Marnie from Girls to me.
She was on my short list for sure. I think it's a great pick. And attaching Get Out to it, I think, is a pretty savvy play as well. You're taking this in action horror, right?
Yep.
Okay. No Megan
that's-
2.0 for you, huh?
No Megan 2.0.
Mhm.
That's a really fun play with how she deals with that character. One of my favorite horror moments is when she flips the switch and says, you know, I can't give you the keys. You know,
Yeah.
And she's holding those keys up. Yeah.
That's just a moment.
Mhm.
Okay. Good selection. She is the daughter of notably Brian Williams, who was NBC Nightly News anchor. So I think that applies. Des, you got a pick?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go action slash horror. One
Yep.
category.
One category. Single.
Yeah.
Singular. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good.
No, for sure. Just want to clear that up. I have so many choices. The choices are endless for me. I just love watching a horror movie. So, like I'm thinking, and I think, do I want to take away from you, Ethan?
Yeah, do it, please. I'm already dead inside, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh my god. Because I think I might take a little Schwartzman, just so I can take away from the pool that your
little
very
one?
limited pool that you already have.
Okay.
Now, which one do I pick? There's a few, you know.
It's literally like
There's-
just dangling my fate in front of me, and it's just like, which one do you think is worse?
I know it's tough, right? I think I'm gonna go Jason Schwartzman.
Okay.
I'm gonna go across the Spider-Verse. Why not? You know,
Oh, fun.
right?
Okay.
There's a few Nepo babies in that one. So
Yeah. In no way was on my short list for my wild card. Not even close.
right.
Oh, boy.
His family reunion is just so lit, probably. I would love to be a fly on the wall for that party. And I feel like I could be with Romy Mars because she has really great TikToks. Talk about a really great Nepo baby, because her
She
father
is a great
is in
Nepo baby.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like she's like in the studio with Phoenix. All right, girl, you got it. And she's funny.
Wait, I just thought of a great pick Ethan could do. I might do it.
What?
It's too good. It's too good. I might do
You
it.
might do it. Oh my god.
I don't like the movie, but I know you like the movie. But
Oh,
it
good.
is
Yeah,
really
no, that's
fun.
great. That's why you should
Yeah.
draft it for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
take it off my
perfect
board as
reason to
my
draft
last
something.
pick.
I think that should be a category, like a staple.
Well, obviously, Romy Mars piqued your brain, so we got to follow the lineage here.
That would be funny. A category
You'll
that
figure
we
out
all
what it
have
is
to
soon.
fill. That's
Please,
what
for the
would
love
Ethan
of
draft?
God, don't do it. Fucking don't do it, Sophia. Please. Please. I beg you. I beg you, please.
No, I won't. I have a lot of other people I want instead, but it would be funny.
No, maybe you should. Who's to say, really? Okay.
You're driving yourself crazy.
Yeah,
It
Ethan's
happens
been
every
in
episode.
rare form.
It
He
happens every
is like whining, yelling, like face
How?
palming this whole episode.
How many episodes do you think we can go on this pod? Like, do you think we'll make it to 150? Or like, is that, do I commit
I'm
myself
worried
before
about
then,
your
you know?
psychological health.
That's what I'm
at
asking.
108.
How
If
can
you invite
we're
me
at
back
108
on,
right now? How can we last through the year? I just don't see how it's going to happen.
I think if you have guests that really respect you, I think you could make it. But when you have this silly crew here, this Brady bunch, you're not making it out of this asylum.
I think we should run a social experiment in the summer where it's just the four of us for like 10 episodes in a row. And we just see my gradual mental decline every single episode
my
because I'm
God.
around you guys, you
It's like
know?
the Stanford
Yeah.
prison experiment, except he's just locked in a room with us.
Yeah.
A virtual
be
room
great.
with you guys. Yeah. Well, that gets me thinking. We've got to really, the Nepo baby draft was conceived on another draft we were all part of. So we need to, as we go through the remaining rounds here, we need to exercise like what's going to be, the final draft before I mentally break. Like we need to make sure we
think it's a
peak Bill
draft.
Simmons style. So it's just all clean.
It's a draft of what would Ethan draft. And we all pick the picks that you always pick.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the most Ethan draft?
I'm in love. I think we should do it next month. I think we should put it high on the calendar, and then we'll just I'll just outie after that. No, we're fine.
I actually think that if we actually did the doo-doo butt movies draft, I think you would crack.
Yeah,
Oh
that's never
my
happening.
God.
I won't. I won't allow it. Because that's literally the same thing as what movies would Ethan draft. It's all the things you guys don't
Exactly.
think are good.
It's all
Doo-doo butt
the
movies.
same.
First one I'm pulling, Francis Ha.
Whoa, that's charged.
Whoa.
I might
Because-
not make it out of this episode alive.
I think that's a
don't-
good idea.
I don't think we'll make it. Let it be
Des?
known, Des, you got me the screenplay of Francis Ha for Christmas, and
I
I
did.
started reading it the other day.
Yeah.
So you
I saw-
see the vision.
Des
Mhm.
has also put on a respective Google calendars something very related to Francis Ha.
100%.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, Jason Schwartzman is not in Francis Ha, but he is in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which you drafted in action horror.
hmm
Danny, you've got your last double swing here. You've
Oh,
got
shit. I came
what do
up
you got?
quick.
You got box office and wild card you got to get through here.
Okay.
Des, we would have killed this at the turns.
What's crazy
Yeah,
is I actually
sure.
have my 2 picks locked and loaded, ready to
Okay.
go.
Oh,
Let's fire
let's
him
hear
up,
it.
brother. Let's hear him.
All right. This is maybe blurring the edge, but I don't think so. I think it's still valid. It's not the situation of an NFL franchise owner. It's very much in the industry, just not from an actor. It is from a TV executive behind
Okay.
I believe it was NBC. An NBC president is the father of Sigourney Weaver.
Oh,
Okay.
I think that counts. I
I
took
think that
That was
Allison
our fire
Williams.
dash.
Yeah, in the industry. Yeah.
Totally.
I think
in
we're
the
good. I think we're
industry.
good with that for sure.
Created the Today Show.
What is
Very much
unfamiliar?
steeped-
Are you serious?
Now you know how it feels, Des, when we're just like this actor and you're just like, who's that? You know?
I'm funny.
Okay. Again, might not make it out of this
Sylvester-
pod alive.
Sylvester Weaver, president of NBC between 1953 and 1955. According to a quick Google search, credited with reshaping the format and philosophy of commercial broadcasting.
Wow. It's a big deal.
So, Sigourney Weaver, I'm going to take one of, if not her most notable and I'd say just incredibly written roles as in Alien.
Iconic.
What category are you taking this?
Box office, 50 million plus.
Okay.
Spoken to this many times in many different formats, but I love Ripley as a character, and I love what Ridley Scott did with her and how she progressed through this franchise as well. I think it's a lot of really good work writing and giving her a lot of agency as a female action hero. And she's also really great in just delivering the sort of strength and intensity and brutality of that performance as well. So box office 50 million plus, Sigourney Weaver in Alien.
Okay. Can we talk for a second about what other movies were available here? Obviously, a pretty storied career for Sigourney. You could have stuck with a bit. You could have taken Fire and Ash. You could have pulled it out from under my legs. Could have happened.
This is
Of
true.
course, any of the other Avatar franchise entries, Ghostbusters would have been kind of cool. I remember being pretty scared when I saw that as a kid.
I really love her in Working Girl. I think she's
Yeah,
fabulous in that.
really good.
We're ignoring holes.
Wait, did you see the video of her talking about holes and being cast in that? It's great. Her
No.
daughter was reading the book in school and said, like, "Mom, I want you to play this character."
Oh,
She was like, she said she was so proud of her because she was able to see, like, to separate the actions of the character and her mom as a person
Wow.
because she's playing this. She wanted her to play this villain, which she thought was funny.
That's
oh,
cool.
that's so sweet.
Mhm.
Oh, I love that.
Starring in a big film in 2026 called The Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it. She's in the trailer, apparently.
Mhm.
Colonel
Um,
Ward in the film.
She was also in Dust Bunny in 2025. An interesting movie. She was sporadically in that film, but
And The Gorge.
And The Gorge.
Oh, yeah.
That's a movie. That's it's got
You can watch it on
two
Apple TV
actors in
Plus.
it. You can, and you can't watch it anywhere else. Okay, that's a good pick. What's your next pick?
My next pick, I'm gonna take my one and only man.
Oh wow,
to
yeah, you have a
grace the
full lady
presence.
slate.
Full slate of actresses / female directors who occasionally act in their father's films. I'm gonna go with the son of who I believe to be one of the most talented actors to ever grace the silver screen. That is, of course, Philip Seymour Hoffman, whose son has been very much up and coming in Hollywood of late.
Didn't even make my short list. That's how frazzled I am.
I thought
Welcome
that's
to
who
the
you were
state
going
of
to take in
affairs.
comedy.
Unbelievable! What a gaffe on my part. Oh
If only
God!
Sophia took Licorice Pizza.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
If only there was something to remind me that he was a Nepo baby.
This boo.
I'm struggling, guys. I'm really damn bad.
And this
That's
one
really terrible.
feels so much. This is one of the examples where you see just so much of Philip Seymour Hoffman in Cooper Hoffman when he acts. I feel like there are examples we've done where there's a lot of like separation or distance between who they are as a creative and who their parents were. You know, Sophia Coppola as an example, going in a completely different creative visionary direction. I think you see so much of Philip Seymour Hoffman in Cooper, although that's not to say I think he's dependent on the types of movies or types of performances that his dad did. So I'm going to take him in. The thing is, I want to take him in a 2025 movie that is
It's not out yet, though. Technically.
unreleased,
Mm.
which would be if that was released, that would be a real gem of a selection because it's Nepo Baby special.
It is Nepo
It
baby,
really
baby
is.
city right there.
Which movie?
Poetic License, directed by Maud Apatow.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Good. Cooper's good. Cooper's cooking in it for sure.
he's
Oh,
good.
good.
I really enjoyed the film. It's a really lighthearted, fun comedy, and it's got some pretty clever moments in it too. I can't wait for more people to see that.
I mean, speak of Poetic License being like Nepo baby, like heaven. Directed by Maud Apatow, starring Cooper Hoffman, also starring Nico Parker, who is Sandy Newton's daughter.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
another Nepo baby there. That's too bad.
I shout out Nico Parker in Suncoast. I think she's tremendous in
Yes.
that
Oh
movie.
my
Yeah.
goodness. I
Okay.
completely agree.
Yeah, was that 2024? Was that the year that
Yeah.
came out?
Suncoast.
She was
Yeah,
like,
I think it was
I
Sundance 2024.
Yeah, I saw that.
right?
I saw
Yeah.
that at Sundance. Yeah.
I was preaching her for all of the like breakout types of awards late in the year.
Mhm.
That was she was so good in that movie. But I'm going to take him in the other 2025 movie he was in this year, The Long Walk.
Love that movie. It made me cry both times that I saw it. Like I was boo-hoo-hooing in the
You saw
theater.
it twice.
Mm.
Yeah. With
I
I,
haven't-
yeah, I went
didn't see
in
it.
the
I still need to see it.
Me too.
It
I haven't
passed
seen
me
it
Oh.
yet.
by.
it's such a great ensemble cast.
Mhm.
Yeah. I love the relationship between him and David Johnson's character in the
Mhm.
film. I missed it in theatrical release because it played during TIFF and
Mm.
was not going to
Mm.
make my way out to the theater again after that week, but did end up catching up with it on digital over the holidays. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed his performance, and I'm excited to see more from him in the future. Not a ton of options. Still pretty young in his career. He could go Licorice Pizza, of course. Saturday
I was going to
night.
ask you,
Could go
are you
Saturday
gonna
night.
are you gonna be seeing I Want Your Sex,
I-
directed by Greg Araki at Sundance as well?
Hopefully.
I can't
'Cause I
wait
have a
to see
ticket.
that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's going to be a big one. I
Plan
think
to.
this is the question that I wanted to pose to you guys because Cooper Hoffman, I think, has a really interesting 2026 slate. We mentioned Poetic License
sure.
will technically see a theatrical release in 2026. He's got Greg Araki's I Want Your Sex with Olivia Wilde, and I think and Chase Suey Wonders and Charlie XCX, and I think that'll be like a totally different vibe for him, which is really exciting. He's also got Luca Guadagnino's Artificial on the board, which is basically kind of the social network for OpenAI and Sam Altman. So I think he's like doing a lot of quadrant work right now and kind of like putting himself out there.
Also,
which of his
Cooper
projects are
Ray
you most
film.
excited for? Is that coming out in 2026? Is this
Well, I don't know.
What's it called again?
That is
Garbage
it's called
Men, Trashmen?
The Trashers.
Trashers, yes.
I can't confirm if it's actually coming out in 2026 or not.
So I think I drafted the Trashers in like a 2025 auction draft. And I was like, fingers crossed it comes out. And here we are in 2026 and we still don't have a release date. Speaking of him again. So which one are you most excited for Cooper Hoffman in 2026?
I am excited for I Want Your Sex. I love Greg Araki. I love everything that he's done for, queer cinema and just having like that kind of founding father, like Mount Rushmore of that niche. I am seeing it at the end of this week, so I will let you know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But I am ecstatic.
Yeah, that would
I'm
be
looking
mine
forward to
too.
Artificial.
Okay.
Yeah. Artificial is interesting. Of course, directed by Luca, who's coming hot off the heels of After the Hunt, a movie that was received, I would say, less than warmly. Starring Andrew Garfield, Yora Borisov, Jason Schwartzman, Cooper Hoffman, Monica Barbaro, Billy Lord. Again, speaking of Nepo babies, like, man, we're out here. They're everywhere.
They are.
Cooper Hoffman is a Nepo baby and was available for this draft.
And that's my team.
It's a damn shame. Good. First one to finish the team. Okay, Des. We've got 3 picks left here. All wild cards. Anything's possible.
I know. Out of the remaining very large and long list that I have narrowed it down to 4 selections. This is so tough for me. I could go super classic, like feels like the original Nepo baby. I could go what we see as like the Nepo baby like of today and what we associate with that, whether that be positive or negative. Big movie. I could go with big movie.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
This category is hard. I just have so many people, so I get it. Like, I just don't really know where to go.
We are so prepared.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I think you should do where your heart leads you. Des.
Do I pull Lewis Pullman for Top Gun Maverick, even though I haven't seen it?
That was on my list.
Swear to fucking God, if you do that,
well,
please don't do
There's
it.
another person that has to go before it gets to you. So just keep that in mind. She just said it's on her list.
How is it that you guys always know? Like, how do you always know what's next? You know, for me, it's ridiculous.
Okay. I think you know what it was just. Well, no, it's tomorrow. His birthday's tomorrow.
You haven't
I'm
seen
gonna
Top
go
Gun Maverick?
No.
Okay. Wow. Sorry. Just coming back around on that for a sec. Shocking.
Why?
Kind of a big movie. Kind of a big deal. Okay.
If
So
you're
is
not
that-
interested in planes or guys on beaches, I would argue you don't have to.
No, it's
Ethan,
okay.
do I seem like someone who wants to look at guys on beaches?
No. That's not the angle I was pushing here. The angle I was pushing was Top Gun Maverick brought theater going back. So it felt like everybody saw Maverick because they're like, I'm so happy to be back in a movie theater. That's why I was a little perplexed. That's all.
Nah, the Fast and Furious movies brought me back.
Whoa. Okay.
Those are my boy movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Miss Classic. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Isabella Rossellini in Blue Velvet.
Love it.
Blue Velvet
play.
could have gone different ways.
Mhm.
I know. If I got Laura Dern, I probably would have had that for her. But I love David Lynch. I miss him so much. And
Yeah.
just the time frame of us doing this between the anniversary of his passing and his birthday.
Yep.
And Isabella Rossellini being like one of the most iconic, Nepo babies ever. And a lot of people gave her flack during the Conclave like promo where she kept
Mhm.
mentioning her parents. Yeah, she should.
Mm-hmm.
She should be happy. Her birth and her existence was a huge fucking deal. So yeah, I think she deserves a spot on this Nepo baby draft for sure.
Yeah. I interviewed her for Conclave for press, and
Oh my
we
god.
spent she was lovely and just one of the honestly like most thoughtful, wonderful people I've ever interviewed. And we talked a lot about her family and just how much they mean to like how she views cinema, how she thinks about her own career. She's just like she's so happy to talk about her mom and watching her movies, being able to see her in that way after she's passed away. It was really beautiful. I love this pick.
Wait, was
So
this a written interview or a video?
Written interview.
Either way, link me.
I'll send it to you.
Link me. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Also, didn't she wear blue velvet to the Oscars?
She
that year?
did.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this right
Yeah.
now, but she's such a queen. She has to be on here for sure.
She is.
It's a really good selection.
Thank you.
Okay. Sophia, you could really just do anything you want here. The world
I
is your
know.
oyster, as we said at the beginning of this pod.
That's why it's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
You could
So I
do
think-
something that Ethan wants to do.
I
could.
could.
She's not gonna.
I just
back
don't
up.
really like that movie on my board. Honestly, I think I want another. It's not really a movie for me either. I'm so sorry to
Oh.
everyone who really loves it.
Mhm.
Um,
Of course, speaking of Megalopolis here with Romy Mars.
so that was
Yeah.
really what I wanted to do.
The
Because
technically the only credited role that she has on her
Yeah.
filmography.
And I need everyone after this to just listen to her music. Just try it out.
Mm.
Listen to it. It is something else. Those lyrics. Sophia has her hands full with Romy. She's a Sagittarius for sure.
Oh, boy.
Well, don't we remember when she was grounded for like using like a helicopter or something?
No, she chartered a helicopter to go have dinner with her
Mm.
friend from camp.
Yeah.
Wow,
Right.
Incredible.
that's
stuff.
power. That's Nepo power.
Yeah.
That's Nepo. Yeah.
I think I'm just
Okay.
gonna
The
go.
fire up
with-
ego.
I think I'm gonna go with another man. Sadly, I wanted to pick another
Oh.
actress, but I think I'm gonna pick a man instead.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
think he should have won an Oscar for this movie, but he didn't. He actually lost to someone on my team. Fun fact. I'm gonna take Jake Gyllenhaal, and I'm gonna take Brokeback Mountain for his film. I think you could go with a few. I think you could
Yeah.
also take Zodiac, but I love this movie. I love this performance. And yeah, he is indeed a Nepo baby. Could have taken Maggie Gyllenhaal too, but their dad is Stephen Gyllenhaal, who's a director.
That's so funny because Maggie was on my 4 short list.
Yeah.
And I want to pull her for secretary. That's so funny.
Love that.
Sorry, I was doing a little bit of my personal research, so I didn't listen to you. You chose Jake Gyllenhaal for Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Exactly. That's the
Perfect.
pick.
I just knew you had to have an MC movie on your board. That's just like a standard now that you've set here on the show.
Mhm.
You chose what again?
Brokeback Mountain.
Okay. Arguably better film. That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll,
I had Jake down for Nightcrawler actually.
He's
Ooh.
great in Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Another
Nightcrawler.
robbed Oscar moment, I think.
That's who I had. That's what I had his name attached to as well. That's a good
Yeah.
one. It brings up an interesting point. It's you can also go with Maggie, and their nepotism is through their dad, as you said. But I did come across a few whose nepotism is like technically through their older sibling.
Mm-hmm.
And I was curious if
Hmm.
that came up at any point in this, which it hasn't, unless Ethan goes in that direction. But
Yeah.
that was something that I was wondering if we'd encounter.
I had one on my list that was a a sister pair, but I'll
Yeah.
save it for when he's done
Yeah.
drafting.
The Fannings.
Yes.
We will, in fact, we'll go through and do some honorable mentions. Okay, I'm not going to sit with this for very long because it's a pick that which is probably going to be disapproved, but not like technically, but just it is what it is. Got to follow the heart.
Mhm.
So you guys have really led me on this journey, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for leading me to this point. This is where I was meant to be, really. And I think the Romy Mars and Megalopolis conversation really kind of sparked what was possible with Nepo babies. And really anything is possible because I'll go to any lengths to have Babylon on my team. So I'm going to be taking Kaya Gerber, who is the daughter of Cindy Crawford. She's credited as the starlet in Babylon.
Francesco Scorsese has a little girl in the
We did it.
Yeah.
We fucking did it. I've got
Unreal
another woman on the team. I got Babylon on the team, Chazelle, Margot. We've done it all. And I'm taking this obviously in Wild.
You should have gone
That's
bottom.
what I had bottoms on my list.
Yeah, me too for wild card.
She's also in, we just talked about Saturday Night with Cooper Hoffman. She's in that, of course. She's in Mother Mary coming out in 2026. So she, she's got stuff in the cooker coming out. And notably dating Lewis Pullman, who was on the board. We're considering taking some Lewis Pullman movies. Maverick was what I was going to pick until all of you kind of moved me in a different direction.
Oh,
so here we are. Kai Gerber.
So you ended up with Kaya Gerber.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
I'm really going for the namesake here. I feel like Kaya's got the pop culture name, so I think that could be beneficial.
Some pop culture.
The Gerber baby.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what happens. Well, with that pick, we have completed the Nepo baby draft here on the Movie Draft Podcast. Completely normal and really quick to get through, as in regular fashion for these drafts. Let's go through our teams real fast. Talk about the Nepo babies that we drafted, what category, and we'll do a quick round of honorable mentions because apparently some people had really long lists available to draft from on this draft. In Oscar nom, I drafted Riley Keough and I took Mad Max Fury Road. For box office, I drafted Maya Hawke in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. For action horror, I drafted John David Washington, who is an actor, and his father is also an actor, in Tenet. In drama, I took Michael Douglas, and the movie I took was Falling Down. For comedy, Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. And in wild card, Kaya Gerber in Babylon. Sophia, what's your team looking like?
Yeah, in drama, I took Jane Fonda for Clute. For Oscar nom, I took George Clooney for Michael Clayton. Box office, Gwyneth Paltrow for Seven. In comedy, I took Maya Rudolph for Bridesmaids. In action horror, I took Allison Williams for Get Out. And in wild card, I have Jake Gyllenhaal for Brokeback Mountain.
Des, what about your team?
So for Oscar nom, I have Bill Skarsgård in Nosferatu. In comedy, I have Margaret Qualley in The Nice Guys. Box office, Tony Goldwyn in One Battle After Another. For drama, I have Carrie Fisher in When Harry Met Sally. Action horror, Jason Schwartzman, Across the Spider-Verse. And wild card, Isabella Rossellini in Blue Velvet.
And Danny, what about your team? I think you're muted, Danny.
For action horror, I have Zoe Kravitz in The Batman. For Oscar nom, I have Laura Dern in Marriage Story. For drama, I have Sofia Coppola in The Godfather Part 3. Look it up. She's in it. For comedy, I have Dakota Johnson in Materialists. For box office, I have Sigourney Weaver for Alien, and wildcard Cooper Hoffman in The Long Walk.
Mm-hmm. I would say a successful exercise in Nepo baby name picking here. I think we've done a pretty good job of kind of going the full gamut, the full slate of true Hollywood legacy names and those attached by very small pieces of twine. So we've kind of done it all with the Nepo babies. Who do you guys think is going to win this draft? Give me an honest answer. You can say yourself if you feel like it. I kind of want to get a pulse check.
I'm torn. I think we all have pretty good teams. I like
Sophia,
my team.
You don't have to say that.
I think we're all winners.
Be honest. don't know. That's not what I want.
I'm
It's not good
curious
content.
for people who vote for Danny, like the Sophia Coppola thing. I am curious about.
Yeah. We'll see. These are when the Danny bots really get found out, and they start breaking because they can't figure out what's going on.
I mean, let's point out that Sophia has some bots roaming around too, based on statistics.
I
that
guess
we're getting
so.
at the beginning,
It's true.
I think so.
True. Yeah, we'll never win. Honorable mentions. Des, do you have any you want to throw out? Just a few here.
Oh, just a few. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
I know. I had to
really
add the caveat. You know.
narrowing me down there. Okay, I'll give you 5. That's
that
a
a
narrow
few?
down from my list. I can do a whole nother draft and still have more left over.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm really narrowing it down. Sean Astin, Lord of the Rings, could have pulled that.
Mhm.
Rob Reiner, his father Carl Reiner, could have pulled him. Ray Nicholson, of course. Ben Platt. I'm confused on
I
like
had
how
him on my list.
he didn't come up at all.
He didn't. Neither
yeah.
did Beanie Feldstein, but they're the same.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I
exactly.
thought about taking Ben Platt and Dear Evan Hansen just for the comedy of it.
Dear Evan Hansen out of all of the Pitch Perfect, Theater Camp,
Raccoon Flash, man.
Chris Pine, and Drew Barrymore.
Okay. Yeah. All shouts. All good shouts. Danny, you have anything you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I have a few. Angelina Jolie.
Hmm.
What's on my long list?
We mentioned in passing the Fannings. Interesting scenario there. Kate Hudson, I was close to taking. I really wanted to take her for Almost Famous, but
Mhm.
I felt like taking her right now with the song Sung Blue of it all
Yeah.
wasn't ideal. So I
was going
backed
to
off.
ask if you were going to take her in Song Sung Blue, because that would really be the only option there with the hype.
I had Kristen Stewart. Elizabeth Olsen is an interesting one
Mhm.
because that's sort of like a sister situation more than a parent. That's pretty much where I was at. Maud Apatow.
Yeah. Okay. Sophia, what about you?
I have so many, so I'll try to keep it short. Josh Brolin, he has a lot of options. I thought about taking him, like Dune, No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
A lot of choices there. When you took One Battle After Another, Sean Penn, also a Nepo baby, could have gone that direction, but I feel like his name leading might not do the work. If the movie could, though. Angelica Houston, love her in The Witches, Royal Tenenbaums also. She could have been a great pick. There are a lot of people in horror too that I thought about. Honestly, the worst Nepo of them all, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh.
She, like, when you think about who
Unmentioned.
talks about their parents,
I was waiting
a
for
lot
a name drop.
unmentioned, but she's great in Halloween. Also thought of Maggie Gyllenhaal, and another one of my favorite, like all-time favorite Nepo babies, who I just felt like sadly might not get me as many points. Liza Minnelli for Cabaret, daughter of Judy Garland, of course, and that's just an incredible movie musical performance. Oh, and Natasha Richardson. I wanted to take her in The Parent Trap too.
Nice. Yeah. Turns out everybody just knows a lot more Nepo babies than me, which is totally cool too.
There's 2 actually I meant to mention before that I forgot to. I really was thinking about pulling Whitney Houston for Cinderella. And
Brandy
Devin
too.
Aoki. And Brandy too, I know. Devin Aoki in either Debs or Sin City or Too Fast, Too Furious, because her half brother, Steve Aoki, artist, and father, creator of Benihana. So it's like,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did know that actually. That's one thing I did know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all good shouts. Well, my honorable mentions are pretty lame. Romy Mars for Megalopolis, I think, is a good shout. That's really all I've got on that front. No, Lewis Pullman was close. We talked about Una Chaplin a lot, as you know, talking about someone who has kind of talked about family recently, like in the media. Alexander Skarsgård, the other Skarsgård, could have been picked. I just
Leon?
I wanted to
Mhm.
veer away from that a little bit because I was going to take him in the Northman, and I feel like I've talked about the Northman a lot recently on this show in particular. We talked about Ben Stiller being on here as well, and then nobody drafted Nick Cage, who I think is like arguably one of the biggest talking points of like, oh, he's a Nepo baby. I think could have taken a lot of stuff of his. He has a really deep filmography.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
National
Ghost Rider,
Treasure.
National Treasure. I was gonna try and see if I could swing National Treasure for comedy, but then my brain again, freezed, as I so eloquently put it, so I couldn't quite
Ugh.
figure it out. Massive thank you to Des, Danny, Sophia for joining the Nepo Baby draft here on the Movie Draft Pod. Danny, if people want to find more of you, where can they find you at?
You can find me hosting our daily podcast at The Rolling Tape. You can also find me personally at DTJ Cinema on Twitter and at Danny Jarabek everywhere else. Letterboxd, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky.
Yeah, occasionally winning drafts on this draft as
Occasionally.
well.
Every
on
once
this,
in a
on this
while.
pod.
Once
Yeah,
in a blue moon.
We'll see what happens here. Des, if people want to find more of you, where can they find you at?
They can find me on Letterboxd, Instagram, and Twitter at Movies with Des. It's Des with an S. And also my podcast called What's On Tonight, where I just talk about movies with different genres, themes, and vibes that I recommend to people.
Yeah, definitely go check it out. Sophia, what about you? If people want to find more of you, where can they find you at?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Sophia_Sim, Letterboxd and Blue Sky at Sophia Sim. You can find all of my work at Awards Watch. We're in the thick of award season now, so check that out for reviews, interviews, and more podcasts.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of Awards Watch, by the time this episode comes out, it'll be a few weeks old. But Eric Anderson also, over there putting in great work for the awards season, was just on the Movie Star Draft with Danny and myself. Go follow everybody, and please just don't at me on social media just because I haven't seen a movie. Let a guy host a pod every once in a while. Be sure to listen and subscribe to the Movie Draft Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We're also now on YouTube, so you can subscribe to us over there. New episodes will be released weekly on Tuesdays. We'll see you then.